Now I'll invite you to get into a comfortable position. If you want to see me preaching, make sure you're on speaker view for the spoken word and the sermon for today. Yuval Noah Harari's most recent book is 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. In there, he says, quote, "Humans have never been able to predict the future with accuracy, but today it is more difficult than ever before because once technology enables us to engineer bodies, brains, and minds, we can no longer be certain about anything, including things that previously seemed fixed and eternal." He goes on to say, quote, "1,000 years ago, yes, there were invasions, plagues, and empires collapsed, but for most people, it was clear that people would still work as farmers and weavers. Rulers would still rely upon humans to staff their armies and bureaucracies, and men would still dominate women. Life expectancy would still be about 40 years, and the human body would be exactly the same." This kind of predictability stayed with us well into the 20th century. Basic commerce, living conditions, and our bodies would look the same in the future regardless of what turmoil was happening in the world. In contrast, today we have no idea how the rest of the world will look like in 2050. We don't know what people will do for a living. We don't know how many armies or bureaucracies will be functioning, and we don't know what gender relationships will look like. Some people will live a lot longer than they're living today, and the human body itself might go an unprecedented revolution thanks to bioengineering direct brain-computer interfaces. Most of what kids learn today likely will be irrelevant in 2050. Harari's observations were academically interesting when written in 2018, but for me, the last 18 months of COVID have changed his speculation about the unknown future to startlingly profound. It's like Sky World opened and we're all falling to an unknown fate. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing next month on my sabbatical, much less what the world will look like in 2022 or 2050. I've been a planner all my life, and now my skill is useless because of the unpredictability of the world. I was considering another attempt to travel to Morocco on sabbatical, until just a few days ago when the CDC issued an advisory against traveling there. The pessimists have never been more popular. It is truly their time. We are in a perfect storm of existential angst. And you know this. We have entered year number 2 for COVID, with the Delta variant predicted not to peak until late September at the earliest. Our politicians cannot agree upon an American vision, and relationships have degraded to keep most all important changes from happening. Climate change has created the world's worst air pollution in Northern California and a place where I spent the majority of my life, Salt Lake City, Utah. Last week, world's most dangerous air in Salt Lake. Denver was also on that list. Our reservoirs are at historical lows and temperatures are at historical highs. Maybe the pessimists are right. Or at least they're making more sense than ever before. We are falling. We are falling. Where are the geese to catch us like those who broke the fall of Sky Woman? The other part of the Sky Woman story kind of goes like this. The geese, beneath her was nothing but water, and the geese held Sky Woman on their wings over the water. There was no earth, and so they were getting very tired. They had to put her down. They went and put her on the great turtle's back. Now, she was safe for the moment on top of Old Turtle. And all the animals knew, though, that Sky Woman needed land to survive. And there was the legend that deep in the water there was land and there was earth. So the animals started going down to see if they could retrieve some earth. And many animals dived. Many tried. Some died in the process. The last animal was the muskrat. And he was the last one to try. And he went down, and he was down for a very, very long time. He died, but when he floated to the surface, in his hand was some mud, which the Sky Woman took and placed on the great turtle's back. She sang in thanksgiving and began to dance, her feet caressing the earth. The land grew and grew as she danced her thanks, from the dab of mud on great turtle's back until the whole earth was made. But if you remember the reading, Sky Woman did not come empty-handed. As she slipped from the sky world, she had reached out to grab onto the tree of life that grew there, and in her grasp were branches, fruits, and seeds of all kinds of plants. This is how the earth began, by cooperation, mutual respect, and sharing of the gifts already possessed. We are falling, and the place we are falling upon is unlike anything we've known. We are in uncharted territory, unmapped and mysterious. The future has never in humankind history been so uncertain. But we are not empty-handed. Each of you possesses the means to navigate this new land. Like Sky Woman, who held parts of the tree of life, like Sky Woman, who needed help from others, she created a new world with what she already held and by working with each of the people and the animals there. Each of you holds a compass, a moral compass, that can guide you into this mysterious place we have landed upon. And with cooperation and working together, we can again create a new world. We have a compass, not a map. And maybe not even having a map gives us more possibilities and more options. I mean, after all, a map only shows us limited possibilities. A map is drawn by other people and conveys how they see and measure the world. There is no map for our journey into the future. We have no one who has gone before into this mysterious, somewhat scary future. There are no milestones, no road signs, no roads, no landmarks. Now, a map can be of value, but only if you have a compass. But without a map, a compass can get you going in the right direction, even if you don't know where you are. We have a compass. We have a moral compass to guide us. Now, what is this compass I'm talking about? Our compass is our Unitarian Universalist 7 principles, the lens through which life decisions are to be viewed. Our compass is our fellowship's mission and vision, the tool for deciding what actions are best for our church. Our compass is our fellowship's core values, our way to decide on priorities and actions needed. Our compass is this blessed community of right relationships, defining how we stay walking together in the same direction in a covenantal relationship. Our compass that we hold is like the branches of the tree of life that once helped create a new world. Our compass will help us create a new world together. Our compass will keep us on the course we've collectively chosen as our direction toward the beloved community. Throw away the maps that have served you in the past. Do not yearn or try to return to what was. The past life we lived will not return. We are on a pathless plain with disorienting options. Which way do we go? The pessimists are correct. Things are bad. So let us share our UU compass with the pessimist, the people who are in pain, the people who are struggling, and everyone else. Let us walk together in the same direction, using our principles and core values. Find joy in the close circle of friends, family, and loved ones around you. Work on things that will bend the arc of the moral universe toward justice. A better world will be our reward if we keep walking together in the same direction. May it be so. Amen, and blessed be.